How about now? Hey, anybody there? I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? Can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Good morning again. It's, whatever. You know, I got up this morning and I wasn't feeling it. Like I thought this day is going to be bad. It's like I feel like coming. Or does YouTube know? Just for the record, the sound was working on my computer. I've checked my things and the levels were going up and down. And it was said everything was fine. And I think you guys heard me at the beginning. And then it just I think I have to reset that, don't I? Because technically that was YouTube's fault, right? Not mine. I take a poll. All 5 of you watching, do I reset that to 0? I want to see 5 votes. Yes or no? Do I reset that to 0? Let's see what the majority. Guys, my hair, I can't do this. I'm losing control of everything. I got 2 yeses, a third yes, and we have a majority. No, there's only 4 people watching now. I got an I got a yes, I got a no, I got a yes, I got things some of you just voted twice. Or that counter's wrong. Wait, is the counter wrong? You know what? We're gonna do it right now. Yeah, take that. Okay, we're back. Back to 0. Guys, I just don't like I said, I didn't feel it today getting up, and it didn't make me any better. I was getting better because I sat here working and but yeah, that's I sat here working this morning. I better send a tweet out. Hang on. Okay. So I got up. This might be TMI, but I don't care. Last 2 nights I have not slept well. I don't know what's going on. Like haven't slept well, and it's not like I can't put my finger on why. Um, I'm having like just weird, weird dreams. Not like crazy, just like random people from my past. And I still don't sleep well, and then I get up, and this morning I got up at like 5 because I was up and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I got to work early this morning. I got some stuff done this morning, but I was doing okay. Then I got better because I started watching Thor Ragnarok, which makes me laugh a lot. Um, and then I got on YouTube. Today's Tuesday, May 5th. Today's word is sardonic, which is an adjective, Sardonic, sardonic, characterized by mean-spirited sarcasm or mocking. It's appropriate considering our leadership stuff yesterday. Sardonic. How are you guys doing? How was your yesterday? Gloomy weather. I lost my phone. It's been a funky couple days, and I don't like it. I don't know. It's been a bad start to the week over here on Settlers Lane. Um, I have this habit that is that true, Chris? When I go to Walmart, I hate going to Walmart. I'll just put that out there, especially lately, because people are dumb. I'll get to that later, but um, I always put my phone in the cart, like where the child would sit, right? So I can see what time it is. And that's a problem because I often leave it in the cart. But I'll get in the car, like, oh, where's my phone? Oh, it's in the cart. I'll get it in the cart. Yesterday, I got home and it was like 10 minutes before the live stream yesterday. We went to Walmart like 8 and we got back probably 9. And about 10 minutes before the live stream, I'm like, where's my phone? So I had sat in a cart at Walmart for like 45 minutes. I can't go back. I might have live stream in 10 minutes. I think it's at Walmart. I could search my house. So I called Walmart. Someone had already turned it in. So they had it. So then I go back to Walmart, the place I hate going to, yesterday twice. It's been a bad week. How's you guys? Oh, here we got some people talking. Oh, research proposal. Okay. Are you doing a master's program, Ben? Or why you got a research proposal? No, Brandon, my power didn't go out. I wonder what happened. Kennedy's been filming her thing for leadership. Good. And Isaac didn't get done with classes till 7:30 p.m. Like you did all your schoolwork yesterday, Isaac? Just get it all just out, done. Oh, good for you, Ben. So yeah, that's my couple days. How's yours? Better than mine? Worse? Let me talk about me actively using my leadership training at Walmart. Those of you who do the leadership training, you know I always use the parking lot. No, somebody had power go out. Um, the the shopping cart in the parking lot analogy I use all the time. And those of you who work at Hy-Vee, a couple of you have heard my ire over this situation with the arrows in the aisles. But I don't have a problem with the arrows in the aisles. I get it. Okay. I think it's a good idea. People don't follow them. So let me talk about leadership real quick in two ways. One is the Hy-Vee model, and I don't mean to rag on Hy-Vee. I don't. It's whatever. I haven't been there in a while, so maybe things have changed. I'm there, and the people aren't following the arrows because the employees aren't following the arrows. Like it is. Those of you who've read the drum mix, especially, have read through the book. You know that like that's a big thing with this leadership training is you cannot expect people around you to do what's right unless you're doing it right. And I just want to stop and scream at everybody in that store and go, listen, employees, if you don't follow the arrows, nobody's going to follow the arrows. Like that's not how this works. And you can sit there and say, yeah, but I'm an employee, I'm special. No, that's not how this works. Like that's not how leadership works. Okay, there's my one. Number two, Walmart yesterday. So now they've got arrows on the in the aisles. Again, fine. Problem is their aisles are longer. So it's a little more of a pain in the butt, right? To follow those arrows. But I do it diligently. Have you noticed in the grocery, sometimes there's two in a row going the same direction? I feel like around the bread aisle, like I wanted peanut butter, which is right like 5 feet inside that aisle, but I didn't go through it because that's the wrong way. So I go to the next aisle, and it's also a one way. I got down 2 aisles. I do that because it's the right thing to do, right? So when people don't do it, it angers me, and I have to remind myself maybe they don't see the arrows. Maybe they're not being lazy. I have to take a deep breath and just keep doing the best job I can following the arrows. Moral of the story, people, follow the arrows. Or here's at one point in time, I'm in the middle of the aisle because we're all supposed to go in the same direction, and I've got my cart there, and I'm looking at what I want to buy. I think it was bread. I'm looking for looking for the freshest bread. I'm the one looking through for dates because there's only 2 of us in this house, and if I don't do that, well, food goes to waste. So I'm looking for the freshest bread with the latest date, and there's a lady coming the other way, like looking at me like, "What the hell are you taking up the aisle for?" Sorry, taking the aisle for? Like I'm the one in the wrong, and I looked down at the arrow on the floor trying to like subtly. She was having none of it. So I moved my cart over. Today's been grumpy old man day on the live stream. All right, let's get on with life. I did the word of the day. I complained about my Walmart trip. And then I went back to my phone and stood at the customer service desk for 10 minutes. Nobody was there. Nobody at the customer service desk. The customer service desk. Okay. Oh, Aaron, how's it going? Hey, all right. We might have more alumni watching this than real students. Okay. Here we go. Leadership seminar yesterday. Listen, those of you who attended, I thank you. I don't know if I can express to you, like it is so frustrating on my end of things to try to be doing this over online. I got into this business not to be teaching students online. Like I got into this business, into this profession to teach people, like to interact, to see you face to face, I like this is killing me having to do this online. And yesterday was painful and has nothing to do with any of you. It was just painful for me to try to do that online. And then you got internet connection problems. And thank you for sticking in there. God, if I was a teenager, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could. Why did I say teenager? As a human being, I don't know if I can sit there and watch that for an hour. But you guys, most of you stuck it with it, so I appreciate that. Thanks for we just making it work the best we can. Yeah, Peter got you got in the wrong profession. Well, you're in the right one now. So thank you, those of you who were there. I'm sorry it wasn't at all what I wanted. It's never that's never what I want is to be online like that. But we got through it. So get your applications filled out by Wednesday, please, and let's get that done. About 10 of you already have. I saw this morning. I got a bunch. I got to start looking at. I am going to school tomorrow. I don't know what time, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to school tomorrow. If there's something that some of you have been stopping by the school, and I don't put the, I haven't been very apparently clear enough with people. Don't take school instruments. If you're going to school, get your own instruments. Do that. That's fine. But do not put the secretaries in the position of having to check an instrument out to you. You need to be that needs to go through me. And when you email me and say, "Can I get an instrument?" and I say, "Sure, just call the school." I'm under the assumption you're getting your own instrument. So there's a miscommunication on my part. Be specific when you email me. I need to get a tenor sax. So anyway, if you need something today, email me because I'm going to school tomorrow. So it's a school instrument, especially I can leave in the office for you. You don't have to get it tomorrow, but I can leave in the office for you, so you don't have to worry about getting the secretaries to arrange that. So I am going to school tomorrow for a couple hours. They're going to let us stay and do some cleaning, which I'm not looking forward to. That room is a mess, everybody. From Night of Jazz, we just dumped everything in the middle, thinking, "Oh, we'll clean it up on Tuesday." Someone made the point that Friday the 13th was our last day of school. I don't know if anybody realized that. So again, I'm going to school tomorrow. I'm going to live stream or the office hours after the live stream today. Band office May 5. I have a staff meeting also, so I'm going to be trying to do both. So I'm just letting you know. I'm not canceling office hours. I've got like 3 screens here. I can handle this. Hey, while I'm on a rant, can I do a little rant for you here? It's Cinco de Mayo, by the way. So my wife's family is Scott Irish. She has Irish, Scott Irish. Don't ask me what that means. I think there's some Scottish and Irish. Hey, in her family. My descendants came from the same area. Actually, mine are like Holland. I always get this too confused. Holland and England. Newell's an English name. So, and my wife's family is from Ireland, Scotland area. So she's got a lot of Irish in her, and it really annoys her on St. Patrick's Day because she feels like it's been appropriated. She's not a big PC person, but some things kind of annoy her with race and heritage. So she's annoyed because St. Patrick's Day is supposed to be an Irish thing, and Americans have just taken as a reason to drink, and she thinks it's highly inappropriate and gets really frustrated. Cinco de Mayo is kind of the same way, and not kind of, it's exactly the same way. I feel like as an American, we've tried to appropriate that holiday and just it's cringy to watch some people like celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Don't be those people. Don't misappropriate someone else's holiday. It'd be like as an American, let's say Canadians took 4th of July and decided, oh, it's a day to drink. We can drink red, white, and blue beer. Like we'd be not happy about that. I don't know. Maybe some of you would be. I don't know. Don't misappropriate someone else's. I know, Ben. You just reinforced exactly what I was just saying. Okay, last thing before I get on with real things last night. No, it's not. I don't think it's that big of a. I don't want to speak for Mexican culture because I am not of a descendant of Mexican culture. I respect it. I think there's a lot of great things about it, but I don't want to. I don't know that, Peter. I don't know the answer to your question. It's not. It's. I need to stop judging. Misinformed people often say it's Mexico's Independence Day. No, it's not. It's a celebration of an important battle, not Independence Day. Independence Day is anybody know Mexican Independence Day? Is it also in July? I don't want to guess. But anyway, Let's move on. MCU update. So Thor: Dark World. No doubt. I mean, I didn't have to think about it. It is going to the bottom of my list. That is a bad movie. It's bad. It's poorly written. It's convoluted. It's confusing. Um, I was 45 minutes from the end. I didn't care if I finished watching it again. Like I remember this. September 16th. Thanks for looking that up, Peter. All these, like, I just remember all these thoughts from when I watched the first time, sitting there going, I don't care about this movie. Because I remember the second time watching it, going, I don't remember that scene. Did I really watch this movie? Then halfway through, I'm like, no, I started watching this movie and got really bored of it and stopped paying attention to it. It's a bad movie. I Someone find me one redeeming quality of Thor: The Dark World. Just one. You can't find it. I have said this before. I'm enjoying watching these by franchise. Thor Ragnarok has a little more. I don't know. Having seen the Thor movies together, I don't know. Got a little more continuity to it. So I have enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. It's funny. I just laugh out loud when I watch it. Okay, Aiden found one redeeming quality. It made money. It laughs out loud. The Korg, he cracks me up. All right, let's move on. The music this morning. Anybody know who that was? Do you remember? Oh, you probably weren't even on because that was the failed one. It was Dave Matthews Band. I think I've done a Dave Matthews Band before, but this is their album, Every Day. I enjoyed Dave Matthews Band. I was a big fan of that when I was in college and high school. That's good musicians in that band. The saxophone player passed away a while ago, but okay, Peter, I'm gonna refute that and say they did a horrible job at introducing the first Infinity Stone. And I mean, I get what you're saying, but they did a bad job of it. So no. No, you guys can't claim that the information from the movie makes it is a redeeming quality. You can get that information from reading the comics, or I don't know. You could add one scene to Avengers Endgame, and that's all you needed. I just don't. That's good. All right. Video today. My wife and I watched Princess Bride the other day. That is a movie from like when I was younger. Princess Bride. It's cheesy as heck, but it's still funny. Like I enjoy it. It's early Carrie Ewells. I can never say his last name right. For those of you who don't know him, he was the guy from the first Saw movie, which is probably still too old for some of you. Robin Wright Penn is in it. It's just a great old movie. Wallace Shawn, who is the guy, if you watch Young Sheldon, he plays the doctor, the professor. That's right. Aiden's quoting it. And here's the idea: if you if you watch it, you'll recognize that pop culture references that movie all the time. Like if you've never seen Princess Bride, you're missing a lot of pop culture references. People yell like it's inconceivable. And you fell for it's a great Andre the Giant. Who there's a documentary Andre the Giant out there. He had a tragic life, but anyway, he's in it. Mandy Patinkin, Christopher Guest. Just a great cast. And then the marriage is the quoted anyway. Princess Bride. It's on Disney Plus. Look it up. All right. Grading. I hope we're all good on that. Again, I just want to briefly touch on it. You can record yourself playing something for grade. And I gave you options of what to record. Your live stream blog, you can just write about what you've watched on the live stream. Do a performance evaluation or complete a musictheory.net exercise. I might show you how that works tomorrow when I have the screen behind me. I can maybe do that. But don't stress yourself out, guys. Just do something. I'm you know what? I have to clear with Mrs. Reiner, but those of you doing the leadership stuff, I think I would count that as this week's assignment. I'll make sure she's cool with that. I can't imagine she's not. But I think if you're doing the leadership stuff, that we'll grade that. I just, like I said, just want you to be involved. That's all we care about. All right, we're gonna go through 2 sections of the soundtrack highlights from Les Miserables. That is an appropriate way to say that. Les Miserables. Arranged by Jay Bocook. We're gonna do End of the Day, and I Dream a Dream, I believe. There's a couple things I want to talk about before we get into it, and one of them is this is going to be a 6/8, which if you've every time we go through 6/8, I tell you there's two ways to count it. You can count the eighth notes. It's 6/8. There are 6 eighth notes in a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's you can count in 2. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do a faster 6/8 usually is in 2. So this is end of the day. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 dum bum 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 bottom bottom bottom. So that it's in 2, but you can really feel the 6/8 in that. There's also a 3 versus 2 feeling in here, and there's a term I like. I think it's an important music term you should know. It's called hemiola. And hemiola is when something's in a time signature, but something feels like it's not in that time signature. So it kind of grates. There's 2 moments, and I'll point them out when you listen to the recording. Is a 3 versus 2 moment. So we're in 6/8. So if you think eighth notes, can you hear me tap the mic? So those are eighth notes. Someone give me. Can you hear the mic tapping? Does that work? Now, Mrs. Ryan proved to me that the delay is not this bad yesterday. Okay, kidding. So if these are eighth notes, and I were to do quarter notes, that would be, so instead of you can do 3 versus 2 like that. That happens in here. So that you're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they go jut, 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 jut. So it's a 2 versus 3. I didn't do that very well. I'll point out to you when it gets to the music. The other hemiola in here is a spot where it stays in 6/8, but it feels like it goes to like a 3/4 thing, and the trumpets have this weird thing. So I'll point that out to you. That term again is hemiola. When the music doesn't feel like the time signature, there's a grading in the time signature, basically. There's 2 key changes. One goes from, here we're going to use more musical terms you learned. One goes from the minor to the relative parallel. I wrote the wrong thing down. The parallel major. So it goes from a minor. Shut up, it's not relative. Minor to the parallel major. So it's going to be in, I can't remember the exact key, but let's say it's in D minor. It'll switch to D major. So the tonic, the bass, the root stays the same, but it moves to a different, to a major key. I'll point that out. The other key change in here is a common key change. I told you key changes often are either parallel, relative, major, minors, or they can go up a step. That's a real common. They go circle of fifths or up a step. At one point in time, I'm going to point out to you, it's in E flat and it goes to F. So it's this key, 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 this key. It just moves up. It just elevates the music. It makes the music feel like it's moving forward. I'll point that out to you. They're going to go through a modulation before that. So modulation, another musical term for you. And most of you, I think, know that. Modulation is a sequencing or going through keys without changing the key signature. You're not changing the key of the song, but the tonality changes, we call it. So it sounds like it's moving through different keys. You start to see lots of accidentals in the music when it goes through a modulation. So it modulates and then it changes keys up a step. I'll point those out to you. So hemiola, the time does not quite agree. There's key changes by parallel, major, minor, and then there's a key change by step. And with modulation before that, there's a bunch of musical terms for you. So here we go. This is where the 6/8 starts with End of the Day. It's going to be trumpet and trombone melody. So you feel it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, here comes. Now up ahead's going to be the change to the relative, the parallel major, the horns. There. So when that happens, it doesn't, like the foundation, the tonality stays the same. It just goes major all of a sudden, and it's a definite change. And the horns take over the melody. I'm going to back it up and get to that again. Here it comes again. Okay, now listen. Ooh, that's too loud. I turned that up way too high. Sorry. Listen for the 3 versus 2. You're going to hear some quarter notes in here against the 6/8. That was it. Here comes another hemiola coming up. There it is. It just feels like time is funky. Okay, then I Dreamed a Dream is going to start with a flute solo here. I messed the volumes up. Is my volume okay? Because I hit the wrong dial earlier. Let me know if you can hear everything fine. Like my voice and the music. There's a flute solo. And then a horn solo. Very pretty horn solo. There'll be an oboe solo coming up here. I haven't seen Noah on this morning, so I don't think he's here. Yeah, just short oboe solo. Trumpet solo with a cut mute. Okay, coming up is the key change up a step. You hear it's going to modulate here. It's going to move tonality. And then listen for the key change up a step. So it's right here. Then it goes up, step. I don't know. It's not a good key for me, Peter. Oboe solo. And then goes to a flute solo. Yeah. So, well, that's that. Those two sections. Just a good demonstration of a couple of different musical terms hit right there in those two sections. Really great examples of two very common key changes from minor to parallel major, and then that step up. And you could feel that. And next time you have a key change in a piece of music you're playing, look for that. Like start analyzing. Okay, there's they don't randomly pick keys. Like we're in D minor. Let's go. I don't know, C minor. Okay, well, it's down a step. They could do that. But it's not random. So next time you see a key change, look for why. And then listen to, is it effective? That's an effective key change. You're building, then you go up a step, and it just makes the whole music kind of rise up a little bit and have a little motion. Same thing with that earlier, the key change to parallel, you're not really changing the tonality. It's the same song. You just want to change from minor to major. So it's an easy transition to make when you just keep the tonality the same, keep the root the same, and just move to minor from major. So good examples of classic key changes, and then hemiola. It's been a rough morning, so I hope my day gets better. I hope to see some of you in the office hours. I'm gonna try to handle doing both. I got a meeting and oh yeah, Ben first missed the beginning. I'm going to try to get this meeting and office hours done. So BANDOFFICE MAY 5. I'll be there in probably 7, right? Probably like 10:40 is I'll be there. So we'll see you then. If you have questions about anything, make sure you let me know. Email me if you want help with on a marching band. The Iowa virtual band password. A couple of you've asked for that. If you want that, keep asking. If you have questions about the grading, ask me. I will answer them. If you want Parsley Miz, let me know. Going to school tomorrow. If you need something, let me know. Yeah, Peter, I don't know what to tell you. I know it's only open to Denison. Sorry. Yeah, Juan after this. All right, everybody. Take care of each other and yourself. Hope your day goes better than mine started. See you later.